down. Here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Elliott. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Mike 4. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. What? Go.
Operating from the gun. Kidd. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Right here. Hey, 57's Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10. Kidd over the middle. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kidd. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 4. Who that? Mike 4. Go. Mike 4. Strip that ball. Set up.
Throwing again. Kidd. He completes this to Sutton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. the pistol. Here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Looking to throw on second down. Kidd. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
That's it, baby. We got work.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. All day, baby, all day. 58, boys, 58, 58, let go.
On first down, Kidd lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go, here we go. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Crunch time, defense. Oh, try. 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
to throw again. Kidd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Watch the slash. Watch the slash.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kidd. It's caught by Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Go. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Mike 4. Here we go. Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Mike 4. Mike 4.
Throwing on first down. Kidd. Completes it to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 4.
65. 65. Mike 4. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Kidd. That's complete to Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kidd. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Mike 54. I don't even know why.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there, Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Man, 5-7.
54 is Mike.
Hey, 5-7.
To throw is Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down. Hope. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing to start the drive. Kidd. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Back to throw. Kidd. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Mike 4. I got it. Go. Echo.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hope. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Hope. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
This one caught by Isabella. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Hope. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! You better bring.
On first down, Hope. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Cliff Kingsbury here on fourth down, trots out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hayward. Mike 4. Blue down. Set. Go. Mike 4. Set.
On first down, Kidd. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Check three. Let's go. Drive on. Go. Set go.
Looking to throw. Kidd. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Second and 14. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 4. Here we go. Mike 4. Watch the flag. Motion. Pop. Go. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Kidd looking deep for... This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Mike 4 in the face. Mike 4. Coming to you. What? Mike 4.
From the gun, Kidd. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a give, right side. Hope. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down now, McElroy. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run on 1st down. Hope. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
You gonna see me? He's coming. We got double up.
I got you. Set up. Get him.
Following the fumble recovery, Kidd, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game. always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here we go. Waiting! I got you!
On first down, Hope. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Hope. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Wentz now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing is Wentz, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
At the 20-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Done. 120. 54. Right. 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Done.
To throw is Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get